one of the cars would look like on that Low and Slow and Lowrider magazine with the really fine girl with the nice bathing suit with the booty that I can't pay attention to the car. Now that's what a lot of the cars would look like right there. The one that says the Beast right there. All right. And he likes his car and he takes care of his car. It's a nice car. We in New Mexico we like it. We look at it. Well, it's cool. It is cool. Um, uh, and all you mariachi Twitter haters and stuff like that, I can pretty much guess and bet that that brother was born in the United States of America and he's an American. All right. And this is New Mexico, man. Land of the low rider, man. Low and slow. We got no place, no particular place to go. And hopefully her seatbelt, that he won't hold a grudge for a seatbelt that doesn't budge. You can get out and walk along the Kokomo. We don't have a Kokomo around here. We got a place up on that edge of town up over there that's a scenic view where you can look across the whole valley and look at the mountains and make out with your girl. Yeah. And kind of rise it up or let it down low. It don't matter. Just how you want to see, how you want to feel, and how you want to be. I'm an American, man. How y'all doing? America needs to think about changing, man. It'd be a really intelligent thing to do. We can make better cars. We don't have to have the car to live, but we have to have her to live. Love your planet like you'd love your wife. I mean, see her as your life, man. Where everything that you love and provides for everything that you love grows from, man. I mean, you're gonna have to see it, y'all. We all relatively connected, man. That poor Psycho 123, if he's a real person and not a bot, good God. And if any of these people talking to me are real, actual people with websites and YouTubes and stuff and actually not botted, you know, good God, I feel sorry for those children. It's like the things he says, you're an ignorant da-da-da-da-da, and then just boom, and it's like, oh shit, why did I talk to this man? Why do I still keep talking to him? If I only knew that all the intelligent people that I think are intelligent in the world, or what I would derive as intelligence, are looking at me and laughing at me for opening my mouth in a conversation with this man that is intelligent, and realizing that I'm writing scripture of how not to be stupid at a stupidity rate that's like beyond stupid. And we're not talking stupid like me and Denise are talking about. Her and her husband love Steve Martin movies, and so do I. She says, yeah, our song is the Thermos song from The Jerk, because it's sincere. So we're sincere. I'm picking out a thermos for you, not an ordinary thermos will do. It's one of my favorites. It's so cute, man. It's fun. I wrote a song for you. Oh man, it's The Jerk. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, man. The Jerk and The Lonely Guy, and I've got another one right there, All of Me with Lily Tomlin, man. I love Steve Martin movies. I watched the Three Amigos last night and just, oh god, it was funny, man. I really have. He was one of my favorite comedians growing up. Was Steve Martin. And oh, here goes Heidi. How's it? That's cool. He's going to get his stuff for his store. He's a good manager. Good, how are you? He's a very good person. He really treats his people well, and he really is a good guy. He tries his best. He has a tough situation. It's hard being a manager in the world today, but he hires really good people, and really good people work with and for him. Well, not for him, but they work with him. And no, we all work for God, and we work with each other along the way, and he's a good man, and he says that, you know, a lot of things, he goes, you know, people, I want to make sure that they get to keep their job, and I don't want them to lose it. I want them to stay here because they know they got to feed their families just like I do. And, you know, so he tries to keep as good of a relationship as he can. He goes, when people are fired to fire him, and I still like him and try to be nice to him and stuff, he's got to understand that I in no way want to ever get rid of him. I know they have to work to stay here and live here and have to pay to live here just like I do. And I don't want them to have to lose their means to pay to live here, you know. That's the kind of heart that guy has, you know. And a lot of people, I don't know, that guy's a jerk. And you know you don't know him because you never took the line to talk to him and find out how his heart's operating. And that he's a really good guy. Okay. He really is. We sat and talked, and we've done it before. I saw him one day when he had his corporate people come in for a store thing, and I explain to them how good of a crew they have there, and it's reflected on their management, and that they really care. And we sat and talked, and I knew I was right. I could tell he cares, and the people care. Carl up front is a really great guy, and he really cares. And just a lot of people that work here at Fiesta Foods really care about people. And a lot of the ladies, I forget her name. Gosh, she's so sweet. She's one of the cashiers. There's a lot of at Albertsons. There's a lot of really sweet cashiers. I mean, I've run into some that were grumpy at me about certain things. One, I found out she's not really that grumpy at me. She just didn't. I never really said that I find her particularly attractive, and I did. And I told her the other day that she always smells very nice, and goes through a lot of. Women that go out of their way to make sure their hair looks just right and press their clothes just right and smell good are not bitches in heat or comparing themselves to others. They are a very considerate human being a lot of times, because they worry about other. It's like with me, like I told you guys, man. I said sometimes I won't walk because I don't want to smell bad for the people that have to sit next to me at the library, because we've been told and trained not to like the human smell, that we have to smell really good, you know. So she's being considerate of other people, and so it's a very considerate thing. And I told the one lady the thing, because she seems always has this form of agitation with me, and I've always like, oh, but you're such a lovely lady, and you have such forms of consideration. You really do, you know. And so I have to try to find a way to better convey the way I feel and the way I express to people in a better fashion and more suitable fashion. And all the ladies I met, like I told you, the one blonde lady that told me she didn't care if the Mormons get it, she's beautiful. She's lovely. She has beautiful blue eyes, and she's very attractive, and I'm sure she'd make a man, if she felt a more secure and happy and loving world, I'm sure she'd make a man just immensely happy. Same with the other lady I'm talking about too. And then the other lady I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure she has to have a man in her life. She's a friend of mine. She many times she goes, I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been? And she's just absolutely beautiful. She reminds me a lot of Maria Hendricks in Sierra Vista, like a sister that's just so beautiful. And I know that she brings a brother in her life such great joy, and it makes me happy that he has such a beautiful person to share moments in his life with, you know. She's just that type, and she just makes your whole body smile. Kind of like Jada with Will. She just makes my whole body smile when I see her, and I see her little eyes behind that stuffed bear. I just can't imagine a world without those two together, you know. And I'm a sad person, guys. As much as I love our world and I see so much beauty in it, man, we're just not changing fast enough, not to suit me, but just to suit my relative connections of understanding what we will reap if we don't make changes more intelligent, more loving, and more exponential. Spread the love, man. The income tax that we deal with is from the check cashing and the extortion to live here. The corner deli could just feed people, man. How do you do that? You're gonna have to think in relative terms in a more intelligent, cohesive fashion. What do these people do? Well, you mean we could just go up there and just get something to eat, and they could keep a relative leisure and record of how well it works and where people have patterns where they like to eat, and then that's what they do for a living, is they feed people. No way. But doesn't require exploitation and destruction of resources to exchange useless resources for useful resources. So you could just eat at the corner deli. Hey, let's go to the corner deli. Patterns might change and stuff like that, but then they would just sit there and say, okay, I was having a lot of people come eat here, and now things have changed, and now I don't need as much food. Okay, well, where are they going at the Panda Express down the road? They're eating the Chinese food here more recently. Well, it must be a change in the consciousness of the weather patterns. Okay, whatever. But however they're eating is however they're eating. And so we just follow the trends and then just work with the trends. Ralph, that's cool. It's just management resources. It's just fun. But it doesn't require exchange of useless resources for useful resources. We just have a good time. So how do we do this? Just by behaving intelligently. It's really cool. What about the cars? They got to be parked real quick. I love the lowrider in it, but mostly I love seeing, I just thinking and visualizing and seeing a beautiful Latin woman with not next to much clothes on, bent over at that, looking at me and smiling at me and saying, Ralph, what? The car's somebody else's. Are you single? Okay, I'm in a silver dirty. I didn't wash it because it's got stuff from the, until the trees stop leaking all the gunk off it and stuff like that. I'm not going to really wash the truck. As soon as it stops and we get through that part of the season where it doesn't leave the gunk all over it, I'm just going to clean the windows. You mind if this truck is sticky? Okay. Do you mind if there's dog hair all over the sofa and over that, and Zeke comes and tries to just won't get up out your Kool-Aid because he loves you so much? Alright, we can hang out. Want to watch a movie? I got All of Me, Wayne's World, and Faith Like Potatoes. I was real resistant to get the Faith Like Potatoes because I didn't want a happy, inspirational movie. I wanted stupid movies to make me feel stupid and be stupid and celebrate stupid. And Wayne's World and All of Me are fun. They're not exactly stupid. They're actually intelligently stupid and stupidly intelligent. Wayne's World's one of my favorites. I got to watch it again. You know, had a lot of JoJobs. I've gathered a large collection of name tags and hairnets. God, I love that movie a lot. Oh man, Wayne's World and Wayne's World 2 are two of my favorite movies, man. I really love Wayne and Garth, man. They're fun. And I love Steve Martin and I love Lily Tomlin. My body's gonna come back into a giant bird and I'm gonna fly over her house and shit on her head. God, I love that movie, man. Back and forth. It's a good flick, man. Oh, I can't wait to watch it. It's gonna be fun. Guys, I gotta exercise tonight too. I put on some beans and I'm gonna make some cornbread, and I just got mostly ice cream and it's melting. Yeah, that's basic physics. I guess I better go home and get it into the freezer. That might be a good idea, dog. Alright, let's go do that then. Sounds like a plan. Alright. I love you guys too. Man, Carl connected to me real well about what was bugging me. He said you're in deep thought, and I was, and we connected, and he expressed to me some intelligent relative understanding through our connection. He's a smart young man. He's cool. I really like Carl. He's a great kid. He really is. I call him a kid. He's a man, but he seems like a kid to me because he's in his 20s, man. I'm 46. I'm going on 47. I'm an old fart, man. I have to color my beard to feel young. That reminds me, we'll go by the dollar store and grab some more hair color. Alright, y'all. Let's go home. Love you all very much, man. Dad, I'm dead. Love you back to life. Oh, come on, man. Don't make me tickle you. Don't make me sing Doors songs to you. Come on now, touch me, babe. We can break on through to the other side. Now I'm gonna love you till the heavens stop to rain. I'm gonna love you till the stars fall from the sky. For you and I, dun 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 dun. Stronger than dirt. I love the Doors, man. I really, my sister really got me into them. You know, first, her and Pat Holland were really into the Doors, and yeah, the Doors are cool. I really like the Doors. All right, guys, man. I'll see you later, man. I'm gonna take off. All right, love you too. Oceans of peace.